Learn English too.
हिंदी.
Pardon?
क्या कहा?
And polite clarification phrases. Welcome to the Confusion Club. Hey, you are in exactly the right place if your ears ever panic before your brain does. Today you will learn how to survive confusion in Hindi and still sound charming. Imagine this. You are in a busy market, a classroom, or next to a fan so loud it sounds like it has political opinions. Someone says something. You hear mystery soup. So what do you say? You do not freeze. You do not smile like a confused potato. You use Hindi rescue phrases. Our 5 stars today are.
क्या कहा?
For, pardon?
क्या आप कृपया उसे दोहरा सकते हैं?
For, could you please repeat that?
कृपया क्या आप उसे लिख सकते हैं?
For, could you please write that down?
का क्या मतलब है?
For, what does mean? And.
जर्मन में कैसे कहते हैं?
For, how do you say, in German? Yes, oddly specific, very useful, slightly dramatic, perfect. Your first lifesaver. Let us start with the shortest emergency button. This one is quick, useful, and excellent when your face says, I heard sound, but not meaning. The phrase, pardon, is.
क्या कहा?
Say it with a curious tone, not with the energy of an angry movie villain. Break it in your mind.
क्या?
Is, what, and.
कहा.
Is, said, so the phrase feels like, what did you say? Mini scene. Your friend whispers, I found your keys. You blink heroically and say.
क्या कहा?
Congratulations. You have pressed the replay button in conversation. Funny memory trick. Even a parrot speaking too fast might hear another parrot say.
क्या कहा?
If parrots need help, you are allowed to. When you want to be extra polite. Sometimes a tiny, pardon, is enough. But sometimes you want to sound polite, calm, and like a person who definitely returns library books on time. For, could you please repeat that? Say.
क्या आप कृपया उसे दोहरा सकते हैं?
This is your respectful phrase for teachers, staff, elders, and anyone you do not want to accidentally sound rude with. Listen for the sweet polite word.
कृपया.
It means, please. That little word makes your request softer and friendlier. Imagine you are at a train station. The speaker crackles like it is chewing biscuits. You smile and ask.
क्या आप कृपया उसे दोहरा सकते हैं?
Quick contrast.
क्या कहा?
Is short and natural.
क्या आप कृपया उसे दोहरा सकते हैं?
Is longer and more polite. One is a tap on the replay button. The other is a handwritten letter to the replay button. From sound to paper. Now let us solve a classic problem. You hear the information, but it escapes your brain like a slippery fish wearing sunglasses. For, could you please write that down? Say.
कृपया क्या आप उसे लिख सकते हैं?
The magic word inside is.
लिख.
From, to write. If you remember that part, your brain already has a hook. Picture this. Someone gives you an address at lightning speed. You nod once, twice, and then realize you have understood exactly 0%. You hold out a notebook and ask.
कृपया क्या आप उसे लिख सकते हैं?
Use a writing gesture with your hand when you say it. Your mouth speaks, your hand acts, and together they become a tiny bilingual theater performance. This phrase is useful at reception desks, clinics, stations, language classes, and any place where numbers and addresses like to sprint away. The meaning detective. Now you become a language detective. Not the kind with a giant hat and a pipe, but the kind who points at a word and demands answers politely. For, what does mean, say.
का क्या मतलब है?
The key word is.
मतलब.
Which means, meaning. So when you hear.
मतलब.
Think. Meaning, sense, explanation, rescue. Example. What does this word mean? Becomes.
इस शब्द का क्या मतलब है?
Example. Sorry, what does this mean? Becomes.
माफ कीजिए, इसका क्या मतलब है?
Funny image. Your brain sees a huge mysterious word, faints onto a sofa, and whispers dramatically.
का क्या मतलब है?
This phrase is gold in class, on signs, in menus, and in those moments when everyone else seems to understand except you and one suspiciously confident pigeon. A very specific superpower. Our final phrase is wonderfully specific. If you are learning languages, this one makes you sound smart, curious, and slightly dangerous to dictionaries. For how do you say, in German, say.
जर्मन में कैसे कहते हैं?
You can swap in any word you want to ask about. It is like a sentence with a little empty chair waiting for vocabulary to sit down. Example. How do you say hello in German?
जर्मन में हेलो कैसे कहते हैं?
Example. How do you say this in German?
जर्मन में इसे कैसे कहते हैं?
This phrase is not asking for meaning. It is asking for expression. So.
का क्या मतलब है?
Asks for meaning, while.
जर्मन में कैसे कहते हैं?
Asks how to say it in German. Imagine a parrot in language class shouting.
जर्मन में कैसे कहते हैं?
To every tourist. Honestly, that parrot is thriving. Tiny dialogue, big victory. Let us put the phrases into a playful scene. You just listen and notice how each phrase saves the day. Teacher. Today we learn a new phrase. You.
क्या कहा?
Teacher. I said, today we learn a new phrase. You.
क्या आप कृपया उसे दोहरा सकते हैं?
Teacher, of course. Also, this word is important. You point to the board and ask.
इसका क्या मतलब है?
Teacher explains. You nod wisely for 3 seconds. Then the explanation is too fast. You hand over a notebook and say.
कृपया क्या आप उसे लिख सकते हैं?
Teacher writes it down. You feel powerful. Then curiosity strikes again.
जर्मन में कैसे कहते हैं?
Teacher smiles. You have officially become that student. And that is a compliment. Quick quiz challenge. Time for a fast and fun review. You answer in your head, out loud, or with the confidence of a game show champion who has had too much chai. You did not hear someone. What do you say?
क्या कहा?
You want to politely ask someone to say it again.
क्या आप कृपया उसे दोहरा सकते हैं?
You want the information on paper.
कृपया क्या आप उसे लिख सकते हैं?
You want to ask for the meaning of a word.
का क्या मतलब है?
You want the German version of a word.
जर्मन में कैसे कहते हैं?
Bonus round. If a parrot speaks too fast, what do you say? Obviously.
क्या कहा?
The parrot may judge you, but language growth requires courage. Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You just learned how to stay calm, polite, and curious when communication gets messy. Today you practiced 5 powerful Hindi phrases.
क्या कहा? क्या आप कृपया उसे दोहरा सकते हैं? कृपया क्या आप उसे लिख सकते हैं? का क्या मतलब है?
And.
जर्मन में कैसे कहते हैं?
Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing them out loud, use them in real conversations, and do not worry if you need to ask again. That is not failure. That is how language learning works. See you in the next chapter, and until then, practice with confidence and have fun.